Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch up, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch up.
Welcome to the Pokemon Game Show! We are here at Tsubasacon 2014 in Huntington, West Virginia, and it's my first game show here for the weekend. How are we feeling today? I like the way this is going. This is going to be an exciting game show. And YouTube audience, we are debuting a brand new game here on the Pokemon Game Show, so be excited about that. We've got 4 players who are all return contestants. All of these players have been on at least one of my game shows in the past, and we are going to introduce them one by one, starting with Num-Nums, who was on Farkle last year at Tsubasacon. Welcome back to Game Show.
Thank you. I failed spectacularly last year, and I will try not to do that again this year.
And for those of us who didn't see Farkle last year, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do, as much as you like.
I'm Num-Nums, and I'm from here, at Huntington, West Virginia, and I am an education major.
All right. Best of luck. We have royalty now. Which show were you on before?
I was on Pressure Lock about 3 years ago.
Okay, yeah. So and you were in the game that had the nothing first round, if I recall correctly. It's become a very popular video among the people who enjoy my game shows on there. So Queen Elsa is what she's going by this time. So we know all about you. We know that you are really good at letting it go. So. And depending on how things go, it gets a little too cold. I know it doesn't bother you anyway, so, okay, yeah, anyway. Well, welcome and good luck. And then we have someone who's won more on our game shows than just about anyone else. We have Ryan, who is a returning Blockbusters champion from a couple of cons now, and is almost retired from that show. And then you're also a panelist yourself. You want to plug your panels?
Yeah, I'm Ryan, also known as Pathos, from Vitamin H Productions. I'm here with my wife, Kid, who's out there in the audience. Drove all the way here from Texas, presenting 6 panels here at Tsubasacon this year, and absolutely thrilled to be here. West Virginia is a gorgeous state, lots of beautiful scenery here.
Yep, and you get to see most of it when you're driving here because of all the curves. So if you didn't see it one way, you'll see it the other. So there you go. Welcome to the show, Ryan. And we don't have a whole lot to offer for you to win on this show, but maybe you'll do well. And finally, we have, now you were on Farkle with Num-Nums last year. Welcome Jotaro to the show.
Jotaro this year. I love winning and I hate having fun.
Well, seeing as how you did win last year, hopefully you'll have a return of that. So best of luck. On Pokemon Game Show, we play a variety of different games on our big game board, and we have a brand new game to debut this time around called Voltorb Sweeper. As always, everything on our show is determined by a jump-in. Today, the way it works is I have a copy of Pokemon X with a full Pokedex. And I'm going to be giving you a clue and then reading a Pokedex entry. Buzz in and tell me which Pokemon we're looking for, and you get control of our board, and I'll explain how the game works, all right? So fingers on buzzers. Here comes the very first entry of this game of Pokemon Game Show. Everyone ready? All right, players, buzz in when you can tell me this water type. It can live in or out of water. When out of water, it constantly sweats to keep its body slimy. Who wants to take a guess at that one? Water type. It's a straight water type. Anybody? Big red button? All right, no one wants to take a guess. Audience, you want to take a guess?
Palpitoad.
Not Palpitoad. Yeah. But whoever said Palpitoad, you're in the right evolutionary chain.
Seismitoad.
It's a Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl. All right, so there you go. Thank you, Nintendo, for giving us very obscure Pokedex entries. All right, buzz in when you can tell me this poison type, players. The older it gets, the longer it grows. At night, it wraps its long body around, and Num-Nums is in with?
Trevant.
Is incorrect. Out for the rest of it, it wraps its long body around tree branches to rest. And that is Jotaro. Incorrect. Elsa or Ryan, you get another clue. We're looking for a straight poison type. Yes, Ryan?
Survivor?
Incorrect. Last chance. Can you give me a guess, Elsa? Okay, audience, can you tell me? Ekans. That's Ekans. All right. We're going to do a lot of editing on this show. All right. We'll eventually get someone on the board. Maybe we'll do it with this one. We're looking for a ground type. Ground type. It tumbles down mountains, leaving grooves from peak to base. And Jotaro guesses? Golem is the right answer, yes. Leaving grooves from peak to base, stay clear of these grooves, dual type rocking ground is Golem. So Jotaro, you get control of our board on a very brand new game called Voltorb Sweeper. Now, getting the correct answer gives you up to 2 selections on the board. Now it plays just like Minesweeper, with one change. There are 7 Voltorbs on the board, all right? You're gonna open up one of the doors and you're gonna see one of 3 things. You're going to either find a Voltorb, which is good, which means you earn a point. You're going to find a blank, which is bad, because that means that's the end of your turn. Or you're going to find a number. Now, we simplify this game. Nothing's on the diagonal, all right? So it's all horizontal and vertical. So if there's a Voltorb right there, and not another Voltorb anywhere near, there'll be a 1 there, a 1 there, a 1 there, and a 1 there, all right? So only on the horizontal or the vertical. If you find a number, you get 1 more chance, all right? So you get 2 picks, up to 2 picks, depending on what you find. So looking for a Voltorb, there are 7 on the board. Where do you want to start? All right, use your microphone, please, so that the audience knows too.
21.
All right, 21, behind number 21. Okay, there's a blank, so you lose your turn. Now, when we find a Voltorb, this is where it gets challenging. When we find a Voltorb, we will close everything that's been opened. So you'll have to remember where things were and where the numbers were. But for now, we will leave that open, and we'll move on to the next entry. Fingers on buzzers. Buzz in when you can tell me this water type. It is constantly racked by a headache. And that's Ryan with?
Psyduck?
When the headache turns intense, it begins using mysterious powers. Psyduck is correct, so you have control. Remember, you can choose up to 2 unless you find a blank.
11.
Number 11, all right, behind number 11. And, oh, there's a 2. So that means there are 2 Voltorbs, so you have a 50-50 chance of finding one. Remember, only on the horizontal or the vertical do those numbers count.
10.
Number 10, behind number 10 is a 1. All right, so those are your 2 picks, and now we know that there's a Voltorb connected. There's 1 Voltorb here, and there are 2 Voltorbs here. So someone's probably going to find a Voltorb on the next one. So fingers on buzzers. And here is the next Pokedex entry. Tell me when you can tell me this fighting type buzz in. It hefts a Graveler repeatedly to strengthen its entire body. And Elsa says,
Girder?
incorrect, out for the rest of it. It uses every type of martial arts. Here's the clue, it's a straight fighting type. Ryan?
Machoke?
Machoke is incorrect. Jotaro or Num Nums? Jotaro.
Hitmonlee?
Nope, can you tell me Num Nums?
Hitmontop?
Nope, not correct. Ryan, you were in the right evolutionary line. Meant chop, the very first one, chop. All right, fingers on buzzers. Here comes the next one. Tell me, when you buzz in, when you can tell me about the psychic type. It was created by a scientist, and that's Jotaro with
Mewtwo.
after years of horrific gene splicing and DNA engineering experiments. That is correct. All right. Now, you're going to try to build off of this, I assume. Where's the Voltorb?
17.
Number 17. And behind number 17, oh, well, there's number 7. So I gave you a freebie there. Behind number 17 is a 1. All right, so you get one more choice. I think you'll find a Voltorb there. Yeah, there we go. So there's 12, and there's a Voltorb. Well done. All right, so that means, Jotaro, you score a point. Now, we're going to close all the doors, and we know where there's another Voltorb, so whoever buzzes in and gets the next one right is going to find one. But those doors are now closed, so if you remember what you saw, someone is going to find a Voltorb on the very next play. So here we go. When you can tell me this Steel-type Pokemon, please buzz in. The units at the sides of its body generate anti-gravity energy, and that's Jotaro with?
Magnemite.
Magnemite is correct. Yes, to keep it aloft in the air. All right, Where's the other Voltorb?
Number 5.
And there it is. And you are through to the next round. Congratulations. So you only need to find 2 Voltorbs to make it through, and you did that, Jotaro, so that means you can put your controller down. You are automatically through to the next round. One of you will not be, and that's the whole way this game works. We eliminate 1 player after every round. The last 2 players will then face each other to see who wins our prize, which this year is free admission to next year's Tsubasacon and a chance to become the champion. So, here we go. Yes. All right. So, down to 3 players now. Here is the next Pokedex entry. Fingers on buzzers when you can tell me this rock type. A prehistoric Pokemon that lived in the primordial sea. It swims by twisting, and that's Elsa.
Ammonite.
It swims by twisting its 10 tentacles about. Praise Helix! You are correct. All right, Elsa, now if you remembered all the numbers, you know that there's some more Voltorbs close around. Let's see if we can find one.
Number 16.
Number 16. All right, and behind number 16. Oh, it's a blank. All right, that means you lose your turn. We leave that door open. All right, so fingers on buzzers. We move on to the next Pokedex entry. Buzz in when you can tell me this ground type. Protected by an armor-like hide, it is capable of living in molten lava of 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit. And Elsa says?
Pupitar.
Incorrect, out for the rest of it. 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit. Additional clue, it's a dual type, ground and rock. Num-nums, Ryan? Yes, num-nums right before the buzzer?
Larvitar.
Incorrect, you got anything, Ryan?
Onyx.
Not Onyx, audience? Right on. Right on. Right on. All right. Guys, if you're noticing a trend as far as these Pokedex entries goes, that might narrow things down a little bit. So here we go. Here's the next Pokedex entry when you can buzz in and tell me this dragon type. It is called the Mirage Pokemon because so few have seen it. And that's Num-Nums.
Dragonite.
Is incorrect. And Elsa?
Dragonair.
Dragonair is incorrect. Have seen it. Its shed skin has been found. It's a straight dragon type.
Dratini.
Dratini is the right answer. Yes. All right, Ryan, where to?
23.
23. All right, behind number 23 is a Voltorb. Well done. All right, so Ryan, you now have a point. We close both of those doors. Ryan, you need 1 more point to make it through to the next round. Here's the next toss-up. Fingers on buzzers. Buzz in when you can tell me this flying type. An enemy that takes its eyes off any of the 3 heads. Ryan?
Dodrio?
Dodrio. Even for a second, we'll get pecked severely. Yes, Dodrio is correct. There are 4 Voltorbs left on the board. Where do you think one might be?
8.
Number 8. Thanks to my goof earlier, you know there's a Voltorb over there somewhere. That's not it. There's a 1. You get 1 more pick.
And nothing's on the diagonal, you said?
Nothing on the diagonal unless by coincidence it just happens to be there. The numbers will not tell you that there's a diagonal.
14.
14. Line number 14 is another 1. All right, so that's it for that turn. We leave those open and we move on to the next question. We're looking for a normal type. After heightening its will to fight by whipping itself with its 3 tails, Ryan?
Tauros.
It charges at full speed. Tauros is correct. I think you'll find a Voltorb on this one.
13.
Let's see, number 13. And there's a Voltorb. All right, so congratulations, Ryan. We close those doors. That means, Ryan, you are through to the next round. So now it's just between Num-Nums and Elsa. So here we go. Incidentally, now that we're down to 2 players, we enter sudden death. There are 5 questions remaining in this round. Wherever we are after 5 questions, if we're to tie, we'll play a tiebreaker. Otherwise, if someone's ahead and hasn't gone through, they're through to the next round. All right, so 5 questions. Here's the first one. Buzz in when you can tell me this poison type. Its body is made of gas. And that's Elsa?
Coughing.
Incorrect. You get to hear the whole thing, Num-Nums, so don't buzz in or anything until you hear the whole thing and the clue. Its body is made of gas. Despite lacking substance, it can envelop an opponent of any size and cause suffocation, dual type, poison, ghost.
Gengar.
Gengar's incorrect. No. Audience? Ghastly, yeah. Guys are losing on the evolution game. So, here we go. Both players still in. 4 questions remain in this round. Here we go. Buzz in when you can tell me this fairy type. Their fur feels so good that if 2 of them snuggle together, they won't want to be separated. Dual type, fairy and normal. Elsa?
Clefairy.
Nope. Can you tell me num-nums?
Clefable.
Nope. Wrong line. That was Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff. Yeah, kind of a lame Pokedex entry for a Pokemon called Wigglytuff. All right, 3 questions remain in this round. Here's the next one. Buzz in when you can tell me this grass type. Said to live in huge colonies deep in jungles, although no one has ever returned from there. Dual type, grass, poison. And Num Num says?
Tangela.
Incorrect. How about it, Elsa?
Bulbasaur.
No. Audience? Victory Bell. Whoever said that, give yourself a hand. You're in there. All right, so move on. 2 questions left in this round. Here we go. Buzz in when you can tell me this water type. In the autumn spawning season, they can be seen swimming powerfully up rivers and creeks. It is a straight water type. Yes, Elsa?
Goldie.
Nope. How about it, Num Nums?
Seeking.
Is right. Yes, that is Seeking. Now, with only 1 question left in this round, Num Nums, you will give yourself at least a sudden death, a tiebreaker if you find another Voltorb. Remember, use your microphone, please. Thank you.
26.
26. All right. Number 26 is a blank, so you lose your turn. Now, this is it. This is the last question of the round. If no one gets a question right, we do a tiebreaker. So, here we go. Fingers on buzzers. Buzz in when you can tell me this fire type. It is said to be the legendary bird Pokemon of fire. Elsa?
Moltres.
Moltres is correct. Now, if you find a Voltorb, you're through the next round. Otherwise, we play a tiebreaker. Where do you go?
Number 9.
Number 9. Hi, number 9. There's a Voltorb through the next round. We reveal the rest of the board and show you where they were. And that's the way the rest of the board looked. Congratulations, Elsa. You are through to the next round. Num Nums, unfortunately, you're 0 for 2 on Greggo's game shows. Thank you so much for being on the Pokemon game show. Let's give her a round of applause. We are down to 3. We'll get it down to 2. Decide who gets a chance at becoming the winner of our game and possibly the champion right after this. Stay tuned, YouTube.